5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start. Freedom of speech stands as one of the most fundamental rights that underpin democratic societies, representing the ability of individuals to express their thoughts, opinions, and ideas without fear of censorship or retribution. At its core, freedom of speech is not just about individual liberty, but also about fostering open dialogue, promoting accountability, and facilitating societal progress. The significance of this right extends beyond personal expression. It is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, ensuring that citizens have the means to participate in the political process and to advocate for their beliefs. This essay will explore the importance of freedom of speech, its limitations, and the challenges it faces in the modern world. Freedom of speech is rooted in the belief that individuals should be able to articulate their ideas and beliefs, no matter how unpopular or controversial they may be. This principle, when fully realized, allows people to engage in debates, challenge authority, and voice grievances without the threat of government interference or persecution. The ability to speak freely is not limited to formal settings, but extends to personal communication, artistic expression, and even digital platforms. It is a vital component of the broader concept of freedom, granting individuals the autonomy to contribute to society, share their creativity, and engage in intellectual discourse. One of the key aspects of freedom of speech is its capacity to foster diverse viewpoints and create a public sphere where ideas can be exchanged openly. In this environment, individuals are encouraged to speak out on matters ranging from politics to culture, religion, and social issues, which in turn contributes to a more informed and engaged population. This freedom is particularly important in a democracy, where citizens must have access to a wide array of ideas and opinions to make informed decisions about governance. Additionally, freedom of speech serves as a mechanism for holding those in power accountable. Without the ability to speak freely, citizens would be unable to criticize leaders, institutions, or policies that they believe to be unjust or harmful. In this sense, the right to free expression is indispensable in ensuring that those in power remain transparent and answerable to the public. The concept of free speech has evolved over time, influenced by social, political, and philosophical movements. Early proponents of free expression argued that without the freedom to question, criticize, and debate, societies would remain stagnant and susceptible to authoritarianism. Throughout history, the struggle for free speech has been closely tied to the fight for individual rights and civil liberties. In many societies, freedom of speech was only recognized and protected after lengthy struggles against oppressive regimes that sought to control public discourse. The philosophical underpinnings of freedom of speech can be traced back to the works of thinkers who argued that an open exchange of ideas was essential for the growth of knowledge and the betterment of society. These ideas gained significant traction in the modern era, particularly with the rise of democratic governments, where free speech became enshrined as a fundamental right. Over time, international conventions, constitutions, and legal frameworks have sought to protect and promote freedom of expression, although the interpretation and enforcement of this right have varied across different contexts. In a democratic society, freedom of speech is critical because it enables political participation and ensures the informed consent of the governed. Citizens need the ability to express their views, debate policies, and organize protests in order to influence the direction of the government. The exchange of ideas through speech allows individuals to challenge policies, propose reforms, and raise awareness of issues that may otherwise be overlooked. In this way, freedom of speech is indispensable to the democratic process. Moreover, free speech helps create a culture of transparency and accountability in government. If individuals are free to speak out about perceived injustices or governmental failures, they help ensure that those in power are held accountable for their actions. A society that suppresses speech, on the other hand, risks falling into a state of apathy or corruption, where public officials are not subject to the scrutiny they need to remain honest and effective. Additionally, free speech strengthens the social fabric by encouraging civic engagement and the participation of marginalized groups in public discourse. Without the freedom to speak openly, these groups may find themselves excluded from the political and social processes, perpetuating inequality and injustice. By guaranteeing everyone the right to be heard, freedom of speech fosters inclusivity and helps to bridge divides in society. While freedom of speech is a vital and inalienable right, it is not without limitations. Societies across the world recognize that unrestricted speech can sometimes cause harm, incite violence, or threaten public safety. Therefore, many legal systems establish boundaries to ensure that freedom of speech does not infringe upon the rights of others or disrupt the social order. One of the most commonly recognized limitations is the prohibition of speech that incites violence, hatred, or discrimination. Hate speech, which promotes intolerance and violence against certain groups based on race, religion, gender, or other characteristics, is often restricted to maintain social harmony and protect individuals from harm. Similarly, speech that directly incites or glorifies violence, terrorism, or illegal activities is typically considered a legitimate restriction on free speech, as it poses a threat to public safety. Defamation laws are another example of limitations to free speech designed to protect individuals from false and harmful statements that damage their reputation. While individuals have the right to express their opinions, they do not have the right to make defamatory claims that may ruin someone's personal or professional life without factual evidence. As the world continues to evolve, particularly in the digital age, the concept of free speech will undoubtedly face new challenges. Striking the right balance between encouraging open expression and preventing harm will remain a crucial task for governments, society, and individuals alike. By safeguarding freedom of speech, societies can foster environments where ideas can flourish, individuals can contribute to societal progress, and democracy can thrive. Stop.